Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Black Geyser with me, Don. We're going to speak to Ewar, and then we're actually going to leave Darren-Guld. I'm going to go try and find that sand for the Sea Hag. I've mapped out a plan. Ewar makes teeny-weeny needles for half-men to play with. You interested in buying, little one? How come you work the anvils here? Darren folks like giants. They give food and place to sleep. In turn, Ewar helps protect. Makes fine, strong toys for the little ones. Ewar, I found this weird bow, overgrown with magical vines. Can you remove them somehow? Yes, yes. Giant strong, but hungry too. Bring Ewar something to eat. Ironwork makes giants sleepy. Show me your wares. Here you go. Oh, fighter's hurlbat. 25% chance to inflict slow to the target. And I've always had to fight for what they want and defend what they have. Oh, the resource will survive. This led to the creation of the hurlbat. These weapons of the Northern Realm are hurled at the enemy's legs to cripple them before they can close. Alright, the rest of those we have seen before, but I can sell this stuff at least.
I await your instruction at once.
Alright, so we need to find Ewar something to eat. I did sell all my meat. I believe Rayleigh has some of it.
Yes, I'm going.
I'm listening.
Not sure where Sirocco was trying to run off to there.
Can I help you?
Alright, or I didn't
I
sell it
await
here.
your instructions. At once.
I forget if I entered this building or not. The name doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, we've been in here. Okay.
At once.
Alright, so my plan is to start with the area closest to the Valley of the Singing Trees, which I think is Scofarth. It has, well, at least it has access to sand. So Scofarth, Facet Grove, Dracovar, Screaming Barrows, and then, as a last resort, Hidden Cabin and Isilmerald Gates. So just go to each one of these locations, sprint across like the shoreline, see if we see anything to interact with, and hopefully we find some sand. I mean, there's plenty of sand. But it's got to be the right sand.
At once.
Oh, we can ask Rupert.
Can I help you?
Eloyne told me you brought medicine for our children. I can't tell you how grateful I am for what you did. I'm as good as dead with this useless leg of mine. You did for them what their father could not. Thank you. They already read that.
Off I go. I'm listening. There?
Alright, Facet Grove next. I don't think there's a water source in Moonstone Clearing. There's not. No, there is, but we checked it already. It's to the south where the druid's at.
At once.
This place doesn't have a lot of sand, it's mostly stone. Which, I guess if we were committed enough to the quest, we could make into sand. I'm not that invested.
At once.
I found it. Handful of moist sand. This handful of sand glimmers vibrantly when held against the sun. These pristine specks of light are almost mesmerizing.
Off I go.
Well, huzzah, we found our sand. In Dalkovar. What makes that sand different than the rest of the sand? Well, besides being moist.
At once.
Yes?
How did you find the sand, my boy? Indeed I have. Then what are you waiting for? Go put some into the offering bowl. I mean, this is your thing. You should be the one to do that, but sure. An offering bowl carved from stone, about the size of a dwarf, stands on the windswept platform. Place a handful of moist sand in the offering bowl. Glimmering grains of sand fill the offering bowl, covering its bottom smoothly. It looks somewhat compelling, yet you do not see any sort of change.
What was that?
Ah, the voices have finally stopped. I'm guessing I have you to thank for it. Indeed. Well, I don't have this wretched tranquility yet. I'm not sure if I told you. I'm Lord Espen, Donald to my friends.
As you have already gleaned, I am the Sea Hag.
The Sea Hag.
The Sea Hag.
How'd you come to be known as the Sea Hag anyway? You delay the heart to heart until we are away from this brooding forest. Alright, let's go. Here to accompany me. At last. My eyes might be bad. I do see you're accompanied by quite some friends already. Come back to me, should there be more space. So she's a companion, that's good to know. Let us go ahead and get rid of...
Yes? Yes?
I'll have her stand out for just a moment. Y'all, I want to part ways for a while. As you wish. I believe I shall abide in Isilmerald for the time being. No doubt being ogled and propositioned every time I pause to take a breath. You must take great joy in teasing an old woman. We escape from the shadow of these woody growths now. You wish to come with me? Yes, I do. Is there a way I can make that clearer for you? Are you some kind of lackwit? Yes, come along. At last.
Yes.
An undead druid. Alright, we'll have her focus on brewing and drying, I suppose. Alright, so instead of pray, she has dream. Abolish curses. I think tend to wounds and theology are all the same, right?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So
What
dream.
was that?
A dream lets the druid talk to their deity, Tilindia, the mother god. The skill will impart one of various boons to the user when selected before resting. However, it is up to Tilindia to decide the exact nature of it. The skill is inactive until a skill point is invested into it. Yeah. Well, neat. And weapons, I guess we'll give her a fused ball. I may not end up using her anyway, but let's see if she has a quest at the very least. Alright, spell-wise, what does she have? What we haven't seen before. But this is new. A magic egg scorpion. Large egg appears on the battlefield, followed soon by the scorpion inside. Summons 2 eggs that hatch after 1 turn, summoning a dire scorpion for 11 turns. Scales up to level 9, summons greater scorpions on higher levels. And Wasp Assault. The spell conjures a swarm of angry wasps to attack the caster's target and the enemies in their vicinity. Deals 5 to 17 stabbing damage to the target. Sounds pretty good. Alright, we've seen that before. In all of these. Soul Twist is new. The spell calls forth a malevolent spirit to haunt a hostile target. Each turn, the spirit meddles with the target's mind, causing alternating waves of panic or apathy to wash over them. Inflicts pacified and panic to the target. Transcendent Meditation. I think we have seen this before. I'm going to read it anyway. The caster conjures deep mental energy using this spell to stay focused on their following tasks. Grants focus and anticipating to the target. We've seen this before. A Summon Lurker. The lurkers summoned by this spell have a rather venomous bite. They're also much tougher than their smaller counterparts. Summons 1 lurker for 3 turns. As a druid, she does get bonuses to her summons.
I await your instructions.
Alright, let's talk to her.
What is it?
What can I help you with, my boy? Tell me something about yourself. Where are you from? Being the place of my birth is of no importance. My home is the rolling deck of a ship, atop the barrels and crates of a merchant's wagon, upon a road, trailer path. In short, the world. Why do you want to be called the Sea Hag? Surely that can't be your given name. My real name has been lost in the morning fog that rolls in off the sea. I prefer my new name, since it best represents my nature. And it discomfits the weak-minded. How did you come to be called the Sea Hag? The same way I came to serve Omirinen. I drowned in an incident I cannot recall. I suppose the terror drove it from my mind, or perhaps my death did. I drowned and the great god of the sea took pity upon me. But he did not return breath to my lungs, restored a kind of unlife to my battered limbs, and his waves deposited me safely ashore. Do you have any useful skills? As you know, I am a druid, which means I am a healer, and have other skills in spellcraft I have learned thanks to my close connection with nature. Though my powerful affiliation for the sea has set me apart somewhat from my druid brothers and sisters. Now what do you seek, Sea Hag? I'm a servant Omi-Renen. I don't think I'm saying that right. Omi-Renen? Renen? Omi-Renen. A god of the sea. His chief servant, in fact. Shortly after arriving for that odious duty at the Valley of Moaning Weeds, I had a vision. A man on the deck of a storm-tossed ship. A great change is coming. A shift in the order of things in Darren-Guld. This person is at the nexus of that change. A sea voyage. That sounds exciting. No, Donald. These sorts of messages are metaphorical. All of Omi-Renen's visions involve the ocean in some sense. The storm I take to mean danger. I have some questions about the gods. Of course. What would you like to know? Tell me about Omi-Renen. Omi-Renen is the god of all things marine, the ocean and its creatures, storms and ships. As you know, I am his servant, possibly his only servant on land. His ways are cryptic, even more than usual for a deity. I myself am often baffled as to what he might wish from me. Anything else? So it's weird. She serves Omi-Renen. Why does she have to come here for Tilindia's service? I guess Tilindia maybe is higher on the deity hierarchy than Omi-Renen. And so Omi-Renen can only apply blessings through Tilindia? I'm not sure. Can you tell me about Zoria? Zoria and her twin sister were once the goddesses of Darren-Guld's two moons. When her sister was slain in a conflict among the gods, Zoria fell from true divinity. Now she is known as the demi-goddess of night. Her worshippers believe if she is restored to her former power, she will return peace and justice to the land. Over the decades, Zoria's adherents had dwindled to a fringe cult, and now I understand they are increasing in number once more. Anything else? What do you know about Zornilsa? You've probably heard Zornilsa referred to as the goddess of greed. Her will is to tempt people into wicked and selfish acts, from the merchant who dodges his taxes to a bandit killing people for coin. Recent events in Isilmerald lead me to believe she's exerting a more direct influence on this realm than is typical. Anything else? That's all I want to know about the gods for now. Very well. We talk about your undead nature. We must. How did you end up in your present state? I drowned. I deduce that I suffered an accident at sea, but of my actual life before the accident, I remember nothing. I woke upon a deserted strand, wrapped in seaweed as if in a blanket against the wind. I sensed I had been changed. Unfortunately, it was not Omi-Renen's power to grant me life, or at least I assume it's not. Yeah, I think roleplay-wise, I can't have her in my party, at least as a permanent companion, because I am playing a Templar, who excels in killing the undead, so I feel like I should have some sort of intolerance towards having an undead in my party. She seems benevolent enough, so I'll help her out with her quests where I can. But I think my character's still a good person in general. But having her in the party will make him uneasy, so... but how can something like you serve nature at all? It's unnatural. Well said. One could while away a lifetime questioning the motives of the gods, but surely there are better, if not more futile, ways to pass the time. There must be some advantages to your altered being. Yes, I am resistant to all magics attacking the mind, such as spells of charm or confusion. I also cannot be poisoned. The slash of a blade is much less troublesome than to a living person. I shouldn't mind this new form so much if insects weren't so determined to nest about my person. Something else. Yes? I do not need your help for the time being. I see. Well, it's good to travel with someone interesting for a time. Find me in the Valley of the Singing Trees if you wish to speak again. Actually, I want to see what she has on her person.
What is it? What was that?
Old damp robe, we've seen that before. Alright, we don't need her in our party for right now.
Yes?
I'm listening. Off I go.
Alright, let's talk with our companions.
I'm
Now that we've made it to
listening.
Deron-Guld. See if they have anything new for us to do.
What next?
What do you think we should do next? Alright, same as before. Oh, whoops.
Yes?
Hmm?
I'm always ready.
There?
Alright, well, I'm gonna head back to Darren-Guld. Actually, let's go talk to Arvex real quick. She's all the way back here now.
At once. At once.
I'm listening. Well?
Alright, well, first we're gonna give him the giant back scratcher, or Cyclops back scratcher.
Well?
Congratulations, buddy. I assume it's an upgrade. Yeah, this is worse in every way. Let's chat. I'll take that back. He says he's gonna be at the Moonstone Clearing, but he stays here.
Off I go.
I assume the Sea Hag will end up
I
being
await
here as
your
well.
instructions.
Yeah, there she is. Perfect. Oh, there he is.
I'm listening.
Let's track
I'm
over for
listening
just a
there.
moment. Make sure that our information is the same. Perfect. I do want to swap out. Change these two around like so.
I await your at once.
Actually, it's probably better to do it the other way. I think he'll be tanky enough to intercept anything from behind. There we go.
I'm listening.
That works.
I'm listening.
Yes?
Yeah, actually, no,
Off I
while we're
go.
here, let's go and rest up. No, I take that back. We'll rest in Darren-Guld. So doing a rest in every tavern at least once. I know there's a tavern at the gates to Darren-Guld.
At once.
I mentioned it before, but Dragon Quest has taught me to always rest at every tavern every time. Well, at least once. Oh yeah, I should have tried to find a merchant. It's fine.
At once.
Alright, let's go to the guardhouse next. Yeah, we need to find food for Ewar.
Hmm? Off I go.
I don't know what you're talking about, buddy.
I await your instructions. At once.
Alright, to the Mountain Ranger.
At once.
Marching powder.
I await you. Off I go.
Yes,
Wait, was it not
I'll make
unauthorized? I don't think that it was. Oh, it is. Alright, hold off on that then.
I'm listening.
May I grab that?
Yes.
Drop it. There we go.
There?
Hmm? Off I go.
Hmm?
I do
I will
appreciate
lead.
all the easy XP.
What is your wish? Yes.
You need only, as you say.
Can I help you?
Now, how did we get here? I don't think we'd stand a chance if this really develops into an all-out war. Up the news were exaggerated. I was going to grab this from over here.
A beer would be nice. Thank you. All right, all right.
Actually, you know what? We have, well, yeah, it's fine.
Off I go.
Alright, let's talk to the innkeeper.
Greetings.
Welcome to the Mountain Ranger. What can I do for you? What can you tell me about this place? This is the Mountain Ranger, the finest lodging one can find in Darren-Guld. The view from our rooms is majestic. Many of the nobles who came to parley with the War Council rent their rooms here. I like to rent a room. Right away. Let's see, we have the noble room and the royal suite. So the royal suite. These lodgings are divided into several private spaces and a dining room, complete with large windows and room service. Royal suites restore a large amount of health to the party members during rest.
I'm listening. There?
Hmm?
I await your instructions.
I'm so tired. Basking in his light gives me some comfort.
I'm listening at
She's
once.
talking about Honorius and not the innkeeper.
What is your wish?
Yes. I'm going.
A beer would be nice. Thank you.
So at this point, I probably assume that every container is locked. In the case, except for the bookshelves, of course.
Off I go.
I'm ready.
But-
Off I go.
Doesn't hurt to be prudent. Alright, can't lockpick that. Alright, don't need that one anymore.
Hi.
Hello there, sir. And goodbye.
Hmm?
Nobody care about that. Well, I guess we could sell this.
You need there?
Hmm?
Wait for her to walk out. And where's that chest downstairs? I'm gonna see if I can use never. Excuse me, throat's giving out. I'm gonna see.
I will lead.
Yes.
Sorry, I had to cough. I had to mute the mic there.
I'm always ready. I'll make it.
A beer.
Receive never seen
Yes.
lets me steal
I await your instructions.
without repercussion, because there's that container downstairs with 50 gold in it, next to the politician.
At once.
Off I
I
go.
sure would like to have it. A quick save first. I think it was this one. Still invisible. Nice.
Yes.
I await. Off I go.
All right.
Omelet there.
I apologize for the throat. Allergies have been just decimating me the past couple of days. It's funny, I used to not have allergies, but I lived in California for a while, then I moved back to the East Coast,
At once.
and it's been pretty rough. Also, these should be swapped around. What are they doing? Did I not save it? I did not save it. Alright, perfect.
I await. Off I go.
Alright, I'm going to call the episode here. In the next one, we'll continue exploring the gates of Darren-Guld, and at some point proceed further into Darren-Guld itself. Need to find food for E-War, and I have to keep my eyes out for the other quests as well. By the way, for now,
I'm
thanks for
listening.
watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one.